This video is going to demo some of the methods of the pillow module in Python, which is for image manipulation. So if you don't have it, pip install pillow, but then in terms of importing, you say from PIL import, and then I'm bringing in image filter, and image ops. I'm working with a file, so I always like to make sure I'm in the right location. So I brought in the OS module and made sure that I know where the Python file is, and will be working relative to my Python file. I have in that folder a JPEG that I'm bringing in, so I'm using image open and setting it to image. And then they have different modes. So image convert L will convert it to the luminance mode, or sort of put it on a grayscale. So get rid of the color and make it gray. Then next down the line, we're going to use the filter method, and we're giving it a little bit of a Gaussian blur. So ultimately we're going to do uh, edge detection, but we want to sort of take out maybe some of the finer, smooth it a little bit to take out some of the finer little edges and sort of minimize some of the edges. So I didn't take out too many. It was a small radius in the blur, but I did do a little blurring, and then a filter where we're finding the edges. So this is the main thing. So there's an algorithm for sort of where where you find sort of, like changes in the slope, so not just a change, but a change of a change. And so you go looking for these things, and those are your edges, and they're fancy algorithms for doing that, and they're built in. So it will find you some edges where, so it's going to be sort of more, no, not quite a yes, no, but so where it does not find an edge will be have a low number, and so sort of come off as black, and where it finds an edge will be white. So the next thing that I'm going to do in 23 is to invert the image and turn the edges black. Well, not black, but uh, actually a fairly light gray. Um, and and where it didn't find edges, make that white. So I'm inverting the images. And then I will save it so you will see what that looks like. Um, and that's almost like a drawing in a very light gray. And then we're working, we sort of go over the image, and where and give it a very high threshold. So the image you'll see is, well, let's run it, and then I will come back. And so that's the original image. Here's the file. Let me run it. It will produce two files. Here is the very light one, inverted, but we see uh, that's what came of the edge detection, the Gaussian blur, the edge detection. So throw out the color, set it to the L mode, uh, a little Gaussian blur, edge detection, invert. That's what led to this. And then I just want to make what lines there are sort of dark. I want to sort of almost make it black and white. So that's this last bit here. And I have, since it's mostly white, I have a very high threshold. But if something is higher than 240, I'm going to make it a full-on 255 white, and otherwise I'm going to make it black. So I'm going to turn this sort of light gray into sort of a black, and that gave me uh, this sort of almost a drawing of me. Okay, so that's what I wanted to just play around with the pillow module or PIL and work with some of the built-in methods it had, make it black, make it a grayscale, a little blurring, find the edges, invert, saving, of course, and sort of darkening up those lines. That's it for this one. Thanks for your attention.